Hello, my love, and welcome back to Renewed and Beautiful. Today on the channel, we are doing a full day in the life vlog, and this is live footage of me walking into the bathroom and hitting record. And let me just tell you, it was after a night of not so great sleep, and I'm kind of doing things so backwards and all over the place. Like, I do not normally start with my Tower 28 spray and then move into deodorant. Like, I'm one of those people that it is my oral care, then my skincare, then my deodorant, then my scalp, and then my makeup. Like, I try to give things time to settle, but y'all, that's not what happened today. I was just kind of everywhere. And honestly, right here is where I start rethinking, should I be filming today? When I am so exhausted and the list of what I have to film is kind of long. Like, this was a day that I genuinely spent 6.5 hours recording content, organizing it, editing it, scheduling it out where I can, or prepping it for the ones that I can't schedule yet. So it was a hectic day. And then honestly, there was just a lot in my personal life going on that I was trying to work through and all of that good stuff. But you will notice my skincare and makeup is basically all Monet now. It has truly taken over everything that I utilize. Now, I've been a ride or die with them for my scalp and my hair for the last 2 years. Well, since October of 2022. So it'll be 3 years this October. And I have slowly been implementing their skincare and their makeup, which is skincare, into my regimen because of the fact that I wanted to see if their stuff worked. And since I'm a market partner, that's the best way to test it out. And let me tell you, they have begun to replace other things. Now, if we come out with a brow gel that is tinted, like e.l.f., I'm sorry, but that'll be the last thing that goes now. Like, I can't even believe it. This is my favorite though. Our mascara, you guys, it has lengthening and growth serum in it. Like, it is beautiful, and it's not heavy, which is my favorite part, and it does not aggravate my super sensitive eyes. But you can tell, I've even switched my ride or die lip combo from the e.l.f. to Monet. Like, and it's not just because I'm a market partner, like, it's genuinely that I love their stuff, which that's a big thing about me as a content creator is I do not share or market things that I do not like, which is one reason why I love being able to do the Flip app, because you can do honest reviews, even if they're negative reviews, saying like, no, I don't like this product and this is why I don't like it. So if you want negative views of mine, you're gonna see it over there on Flip. But now we're gonna head downstairs and we are going to take our meds, drink some water, and then of course make our coffee and get going with all this content that we have to do. Now, I was supposed to go to a workout today on the day that I'm filming at the gym, because I do 50% of my workouts at home and the other 50% at the gym with my daughter. However, she had something come up and I said, you know what, I'm not changing out of this. I'm just going to put my head down and really power through everything on my to-do list. Because like I told you, I had like 6 to 8 hours worth of content I needed to have done. Granted, some of it is my own doing and my own pressure. However, we are getting through it. Now, I did not film my quiet time with the Lord because it was a really emotional time, and there were some things I was praying out loud that I did not want recorded. And that's just out of respect for other people that do not want to be on my social media. And honestly, I just think that's a very private time with me and God. And so if it's something He tells me to share, I will. But just know, after this coffee, what I actually go and do at my desk on this particular day and most days is get through my Bible study reading time and my devotionals with the Lord. And then I pray over my business and all the content that I'm about to create. I'm very passionate about, I want God to be the CEO. I want Him to use me as a vessel and a tool, and this content creation is His. The reason I left my 9 to 5 is because of Him. So I don't want to step outside of what He is calling me to do. So I'm very passionate about it. You will also see that I did not record the protein shake that I get, which I do because I'm a huge advocate for you need to have protein when you're having coffee because I've seen those benefits. But let's head into the office, get started, and knock out a lot of what we've got going for this day. Please disregard how messy it is. This is part of organized chaos for ADHD. And then all of these to film. And this has to be done today. So I am doing all of this filming because, oh my word, I looked right at the light. My husband and I are going on a trip, just the two of us. We've never been on a trip because we didn't have a honeymoon. In the last now 21 years that we've been together. How old is my daughter? My daughter will be 20. So yeah, so 21 years. And I'm trying to batch create all this stuff so that I can be fully off that week, but things will still go out and post like they're supposed to. And I can still enjoy vacation without having to like, oh my gosh, I have to record, I have to do this, so I'm just getting ahead of the game. But it's made this week so daunting. Now, granted, I have 2 more weeks before we go, like 2 more full weeks before we leave, but I'm feeling this pressure to have it all done. So let's get started. Now, I did actually record almost all of me doing this process, and then I lost part of that footage because I forgot to clear out my phone first. This iPhone storage issue is ridiculous, which is why I now have an SD converter and an SD card, but your girl had forgot to do it. I wanted to share that you saw me typing on the computer and writing out a list. With my ADHD, what works best for me is having both to really process and work through the kinks of what's going to work for today versus tomorrow versus next week, what's trending, those kinds of things. So I'm doing all of that kind of research, which is a great thing that I was shown by another really big creator. But the other thing that I started implementing is making sure I have a spreadsheet that shows every single thing that I'm posting or scheduling to post. And then I have a tracker of all the items that I purchase or get sampled and what I make off of it. That way, when it comes time for tax season, for next year, I don't have to worry about it. But also, I have a really big goal, and it's a God-sized goal from all of my businesses, between being content creator, my digital products, Monet, my review videos, like all of it. I want to collectively have brought home that amount of money. Sorry, I was getting a call. I had to stop that. After I take out for taxes. Like I'm talking, that is actual income I want to see loaded within my bank. And I've never made that in my life. That's definitely a God-sized goal. And it isn't to just say, oh, I've made this amount of money. It is my goal to retire my husband. It is my goal to pay off my house. But there is a fire in me to have absolutely no debt whatsoever and to be able to let my husband pursue all the dreams, goals, and visions that God's placed on his heart just as much as I'm allowed to do the same thing right now. And the way that he is with tech and editing and all those things, it would actually be a great thing to have him home and be able to have his assistance with some things. And just to be able to live life with time and financial freedom for both of us. We both are kids that came from nothing, and no diss to our parents, but if they didn't have it, they didn't have it. And we've struggled in our lives to get to where we are. And as much as we love blessing how we can bless now, we have a vision and a goal for blessing even more abundantly. And we don't have the funds to do that yet, but God's not done yet. So I just want to say that is why you see me doing both, is there's actually a method to the madness. So if you are thinking, oh, with my ADHD, I could never do this, stop that lie in its track, because you totally can. You just are going to have to find things that work for you to help you stay on track and successful. So let's get to filming some more stuff, which you won't see because I've got to use my phone, because the other thing on my goal list is I would like to get another phone or camera for just recording, so I don't have to keep using my phone and running out of storage. But until then, I've got to use this. So we're going to get to these. And I probably should go put all those cups away. But if I go out there, then I'm going to get distracted. Focus. Okay, I already did this one. I did this one. Okay, the matching sets, and then what's the other thing say? Matching sets, and then the rompers, which are up here. Yeah. Oh, geez, I forgot the other thing upstairs again. Ugh. Who thought living in a 2-story was smart? Like, I know why we thought that, but like, why? The amount of times I forget what I'm doing, or my ADHD gets the best of me and I end up taking those steps like 5 different times a day. Okay. But I need those. The vest. Let's. Jesus. Okay. Actually, I'll do those because then I'll take the cups. Perfect. Okay. Let's talk matching sets. Okay. I know I put that up here. Okay. So, in true Ree fashion, I totally forgot to film that. Your girl did go back out and grab a protein shake so that way she had something before I finished my cup of coffee. And I did finally fill up my water bottle with my electrolytes. And I ran out of phone storage. So I had to quickly edit all of the first part of today's vlog and then get it backed up and saved, because I don't want to pay Apple for extra storage, and honestly, I don't want to upgrade my phone. So we are still working. We are busting through stuff. I had some training videos that I wanted to get through today, and honestly, it kind of lost track of time and kept doing them. So now your girl has to get all of this done, and we are working on it right now. Okay, so I did not get dinner filmed because 2 reasons. One, I try to respect my family's privacy and I don't really add them unless they know way in advance, and it just was not a day for adding, if I'm honest. There was just life happening, and my husband and I were talking about husband and wife things or parent things, and so I'm not going to film that stuff. That to me is such an invasion of privacy, especially if people don't know ahead of time that I'm filming that. So anyhow, dinner was great. We got through all the content creation, planning, all of that through May, and it is currently April. So I'm very, very excited and almost done with all of the stuff for when I'm on vacation. So that's even better. So now we are going to go through our nighttime skincare and we are going to bed because I am exhausted. First up is oil cleanse. I cannot wait for my vanishing balm from Monet to get here because this is all I have left. Double cleansing works so well, and an oil cleanser really helps get everything out of those pores and fine lines. Just be sure whether you're using any kind, like even with our vanishing balm that I'm about to use whenever it gets here, start with just it and then you'll add a little bit of water onto your fingertips because it's going to activate all of that to really get it moving and grooving, get it out. Remember, these 2 fingers around your eyes, super sensitive skin, guys. Don't rub it really aggressive there. My folks that have had any type of eye surgery, be even more careful as you are washing your faces around your eyes. Okay, so I did get some of that makeup off already earlier with just a cotton pad and our micellar water because I had been crying. So that's how great our micellar water works, because there's nothing. There's literally really nothing. If you ever wanted proof, there you go, guys. Rinsing off the bulk of that oil off my hands, then with water. And then now we're gonna rinse that and go in with my cleanser. I'm trying to not get water in my eye. Here you go. You don't need a ton of it. Okay, so before my phone dies, let's just finish this really fast. Go in with my A313. I'm gonna do Trader Joe's lip mask. If you know, you know, my friends. It's a combo. Thank you guys so much for watching today's vlog. As me as a full-time content creator, I hope that I was able to inspire you, educate, and empower you that you can do this too, and kind of understand what my thinking is when I go into filming and content creation and all of that. But until next time, I will see you guys back here. Remember, every Tuesday, 4 p.m. Arizona time, I think that's Mountain Time, we drop a new video. If you like this video, please be sure that you leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on post notifications, because I don't want you to miss any of the topics that we have in our girl chat coming up. And don't forget, I would love to connect with you over on social media, so I'll be sure all those are tagged below as well. But until next time, just know that you are loved, you are chosen, you are worthy, and you've been made new. So let go of the old, okay? I'll see you guys soon. Have a good one.